Okay, good Wednesday, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight, instead of Wog Wednesday or anything like that, I am going to be finishing the work on my Tharivol and Friends 3 Djinn that I'm painting for a buddy. So, as you can see, I am almost done, but I just got to do a few other little bits here and there. So, uh, yeah, without any other further ado, hey, so whoa, subscribe for a year. Sounds like I owe you a mini, but I owe you a lot of minis. So, how you doing? Hopefully the sound is working right out of the gate tonight. Hey, Dr. Irrefutable. Good, good, good. But yeah, as you can see, I don't have a lot to do. I have to paint this smoke here. There's a little smoke around the snickety snick. Get the bones to look like bleached bones. I'm going to probably do a wash over the rock, which I'm probably going to start with that and then go up to here, then go back down to there, then to go back up to here, to go down to there, to go up to here. Clear as mud? Everybody not following that? Good. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a wash of... Okay, so, Sojan, I'm trying to make the stones look about like rock from Moab. So, I think I'm close. Now, I don't know if I want to do a wash of yellow or a wash of orange over the rocks right now. I'm honestly leaning a bit towards yellow. A bit towards yellow, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think orange would be a bit... Need to do both red and orange. Okay, so I think I might start with yellow, then follow... Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do that. Do a bit of yellow. Do yellow over everything first. Then we'll come back with some orange afterwards, just to see how it all looks. So yeah, I need to get this... I'll probably get this done tonight, or at least I hope I get this done tonight. Hey, Muse! Just talking about what I'm going to do tonight. I'm doing a wash of yellow over all of these rocks because my friend wants them to look about like the rocks like in Moab, Utah, and in the desert there. Thank you so much. He actually, buddy I'm actually painting this for, actually came over one night last week, and we actually sat, and I had him look at the mini in person, because we've been conferring over text quite a bit, and he's pretty good at responding to me, at least like during the hours when I'm painting. But sometimes it's just a little bit better to talk about some of this stuff in person, where you're both holding the miniature. You could look over stuff, and then, hell, I even tried the effect on the smoke right in front of him. We kind of spitballed on that, and we're both pretty happy with how that turned out. Oh yeah, this is... Thanks for talking me into still sticking with the yellow, Dr. Irrefutable. No, it is the Cassandra Yellow Wash, actually, Muse. It's one of their older washes. I don't know if they still have it in production or not. I think they do. But yeah, it's just yeah. Put the cap back on it and I'll show you the actual bottle for it. So yeah, it's just the Cassandra Yellow or Cassandora. Well, yeah. You all are picking up what I'm putting down. You're reading what I'm writing. You're smelling my breath. Plus, I left a little bit of the smoke not done, so in case if people were curious how I did it, I could show it on stream, and that way I could remember how I did it too later on down the line. You know, because why write this shit down, right? Oh, which, Sojan and Dr. Refutable, the Leinenkugel's Chocolate Dunkel, really good, and it's actually close to my favorite non-brother beer. So, it's what I'm drinking tonight. And anybody else who's interested. It's a good chocolate dunkel. Okay, so what I'm using is, first of all, Pro Krill's Metallic Silver as the base for all of the smoke. And yeah, I do have the snake here painted the color that he wants it. Okay. I need to adjust my chair, I think. That's better? Question mark. Yeah, pretty much. I'm Ron Burgundy. And hey, I wasn't even trying to slow you up at all. You just need just a giant fan like I have in my area right now too, so that way it just dries the paint almost instantly. Yeah, this piece had fallen off of the miniature initially, but hey, it gave me room to do the hair on this guy first. I see a few other parts broke off, but you wouldn't know that if I hadn't have told you, so I'll call that a win. Yeah, as delay capture says with me with a lot of things, it quells the moist. Yeah, because with me, then I just get a protective sheen of just moisture. was always kind of funny then, because then that could lead to, yeah. When we were gaming, Sojan and I would be sitting next to each other with the fan on us, just going, ah, we're finally comfortable. And his wife would be sitting next to him.
Hello there.
Hey, Crit Monkey, how are ya? Yeah, whole lot of moisture. But yeah, Sojan and I would just finally be going, oh, dear God, we're finally comfortable and not sweating. And his wife would be sitting next
Hello
to him.
there.
Oh my God, a wild Kiko Jonesy appears. How are you, dude? So I got a funny story for you, Kiko. Or did I tell you the story about the ReaperCon contest? But anyways, yeah, Sojan and I would just be finally just like, oh God, we're finally comfortable, thank God. And his wife would be sitting right next to him, freezing with a blanket on in the middle of summer. Okay, Kiko, so, you sent the minis, they got here in time, packaging was great. We get ready to go to ReaperCon. We get there. I get to Oklahoma City and realize that I forgot the minis back here in Omaha. Yeah. And not just Ragnar, but the blacksmith that I painted for Sojan, and one of the other dragons I painted for him. Just, yep, right on the table in the basement. Just completely forgot. And yeah, I could have hit up my dad to ship them, but I honestly didn't really trust them to get it packaged up just right, so that way I didn't have a whole lot of fixes to do on any of them. Not just Ragnar, but I also didn't want to try and fix the blacksmith. The dragon probably would have survived since it was all Bones material. It's one of the Bones 5 Kickstarter pieces, but yeah, I just kind of figured, well, I will learn from this. Yeah, and I did actually quite a bit. Delay Capture went with me. We enjoyed it quite a bit. Even then, spent a bit more time hanging out with my friend who lives down in Denton, in the Denton area. Went to Medieval Times, and that was epic. And our section's night 1. So, but of course, we had to. It was required watching to watch Cable Guy before we went. Pumpkins came out great. Oh, for Crit Monkey. Okay. I'm like, what pumpkins? I wasn't painting pumpkins. Oh yeah, and then I actually managed to get into a few classes too, so... Which, 2 of the 3 were really great. Third one, almost walked out of. Yeah, Medieval Times is a lot of fun. Okay. So then, what I do for the smoke, since, God, that turned out really good with the Cassandor Yellow. Yeah, and actually, I think they had little triggers on there too every now and then to where they could, when their swords would hit against each other, it would cause sparks to happen. So, added some good dramatic effect. Oh, I don't need that one. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to use some Retributor armor to do a few gold streaks in there. Oh yeah, I would recommend it to anybody to go to Medieval Times at least once. And yeah, apparently they do rotate which night wins, so it is always the same night. So okay, and then I'm just using some Retributor armor and doing a few streaks in here. And yes, did part of me have the Kirk fighting Spock theme song playing in my head? You betcha. It couldn't not be playing in my head, to be completely honest. If we don't fight to the death, they will kill us both. Goodbye, Jim. Ah, such a good movie. Part of it did not age well, but overall, it's a good movie. Okay. Cable Guy, Dr. Irrefutable. All right, you're gonna have to come over and watch it now at some point. A large part was, can you imagine the internet? Yeah, like it's talking about proto internet and being surprisingly accurate for the time. You could watch female mud wrestling on one channel, or play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam. There's no end to the possibilities. Okay, now I'm gonna do some Fuegan Orange. Just in a few spots here. Hey, thank you, Kiko. Woo, Dr. Irrefutable with the Shamrocks. Getting that cup full.
Moist.
Moist indeed. Moist indeed. There we go. I think actually just using a little bit of the orange here and there is adding pretty good effect. I've seen the first episode of House of the Dragon. Have yet to watch more. I liked what I saw. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch more of it. Yeah, or orange highlight or orange low light, actually. Yeah, just a few spots of the orange wash, I think, just added a lot of depth to this. Okay, so while that's drying, alright, glad to hear you liked it too, Crypt Monkey. Glad you liked it, Muse. It's way less War and Peace and way more focused on a single set of characters. Okay, yeah. I mean, that made the original Game of Thrones a little bit more interesting, just because there was a vast array of characters to watch. But also, yeah, I just wanted Cersei to die, and she never did. Sorry, babe. Spoiler alert.
Oh, God.
Not soon enough, Muse. Not soon enough. Or yeah, she did die, just not soon enough. Okay, so now I'm using Apothecary White Contrast Paint. And I'm going to go over the silver and gold on the smoke here. Just to kind of dull down the metallic effects. She was, but I don't hate the actress for playing her. She did a great job at making me hate the character even more. Every time Dawn said she liked the Game of Thrones character, it's like, you sure you want to say that out loud? Next episode, they're dead. Joffrey might be worse, and the sad thing was people hate him so much that the actor got out of acting. Okay, yeah, and I know, and I think, yeah, it's sad that people can't have the disconnect between the character and the actor. Like, actually, if I do meet the actress that played Cersei, I will tell her what a wonderful job she did playing her and how much I hated the character because of her portrayal. That she did that good of a job. Because, yeah, I genuinely hated that character in the book, and she made me hate her even more. Okay, now while that's drying, gonna work on all of these skulls and bones on the base. Yeah, Dr. Irrefutable. And you can't argue with that because it's irrefutable. Okay, so I'm going to start with Ushabti Bone. Actually get a little bit on my palette. Remember kids in the Harry Potter films defended the kid that played Malfoy too. Said he was great and a shame that people thought he was really evil. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry if the angle's a little weird for you guys, but I kind of need to see where I'm painting a little bit too. Seen a couple things afterward. Yeah, wasn't he on? If he was, I didn't see that far. So, Kiko, I will eventually get Ragnar back to you. I might just take a few, set up the photo box, take a few better pictures of him for my own reasons, and then send him back to you. What, you want me to add more to that? Add more to the young wolf? Oh, yeah. I'll try to. Or at the very least have the current heroes of the Space Wolves that I have in an epic lineup. Because I have two versions of Ulrich the Slayer, Ragnar, Bjorn the Fell-Handed, and a Kitbash Rune Priest, and a Iron Priest. Wish I kind of still had my full army, but because I had like Canis Wolfborn, I had a whole bunch of converted Thunder Wolves from like, what was it, Chaos Juggernauts or something like that. So at the time they didn't have official Thunderwolf models, but I still used, because I wanted them to be tournament legal, so I had to use 90% Games Workshop models. So, made my own kit bash and green stuffed on fur. Okay, now to age the bone, I am going to use, there's my Agrex Earthshade. And we're gonna dilute that a little bit and do a gentle wash. Gentle. Just remember, gentle wash over all the bone with a diluted Agrax Earthshade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually even use official things like Lamian Medium. Let's go for 4 brushfuls of that. Oh, hey, Mini Arcanist, how are ya? Thanks for swinging by. How's the rest of your stream? Hey, one of the mods, you want to give Mini Arcanist a shout out? Thank you, Dr. Irrefutable.
Hello there.
Yeah, just adding a little bit of shading on the bone because we really want this to still look like sun bleached and dried, but I want just a little bit of definition picked out. Thank you very much. Had a good chat session with the buddy that I'm painting this for. He actually came over, had the mini in hand, and I I actually have. So in this case, I actually did take quite a few notes. So, and I would refer to them, and also communication is key for me when I'm doing a commission for somebody. I would rather ask too much than not enough. Yeah, the end of the challenge is nigh, or is it nay? Okay, we'll let that dry. Yeah, actually, the due date for it is tomorrow. But I figured since I'm streaming tonight and I'm not done with it yet, might as well just make the most of it, right? Yeah, I think it was either the 21st or 22nd. I think it was the 22nd. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the gold that I had done on the smoke. And we're going to dry brush that back on over all of the smoke. And getting rid of some gunk. Darn, it's tomorrow. Yikes, guess I'm going to have to... Why? Did you think it was tonight, Muse? Couldn't recall if it was tomorrow or Friday. Okay. Hey, average druid. Thanks for coming along with the raid. I appreciate it. My Nightbot is shouting out my socials. Feel free to give me a follow if you like. Otherwise, if not, that's cool too. Oh, excuse me. Don't let the beard intimidate. There we go. I think that's better. Yep. Thank you for the follow. One of us. So yeah, my buddy also wanted the appearance of smokeless fire, or just like with the smoke. He wanted it to look. Oh dang! I forgot to do. Oh well. He wanted it to look like heat waves rather than actual like colored smoke. Let's actually hold on to this. Oh, I see a little gold that I failed to pick out right there, so that's one other thing we'll work on. Okay. Okay, yeah. Gold stuff that I failed to pick out on the armor. Yep. There we go. I think. All right, now I'm gonna go with. Yeah. Went with Ushabti Bone for the base and the skill on the skulls. Now we're gonna use Graveyard Bone. Yeah, should have just like a random channel thing to where I just tell a bad joke. Actually, let's mix a little bit with.
Hello there.
Hey, Ty. How are ya? All right, all right. Here's one. Why does a milking stool only have 3 legs? Yeah, I probably will. Almost slept through most of it, but not all of it. So, important thing is that you're here. But the reason why a milking stool only has 3 legs is because the cow has the udder. Yeah, and I'll do the eel face. Ah, ah. uh. Yep. Alright, got another one. What do you call a psychic little person that has escaped from jail? Now wait for someone to say why. Or what. A small medium at large. Yeah, I didn't want to use the M word because I know uh, some little people think that they don't like that. So I try not to say that word anymore.
Only be a little
that
pissed.
that's ooh. So Lake Capture says they'll only be a little pissed. Okay, moving on. Yeah, that one hurt. Good. Oh, the other day I was at a baseball game and I was wondering why the baseball was getting bigger. And then it hit me. Oh, okay. Hope he likes it. You'll have to tell me his reaction to it too, Kaz. What sits on the ocean floor and shakes? What, Ty? A nervous wreck. Oh, bravo on that one. uh, Hopefully you guys can see the work on these skulls. So I'm really trying to give them the bleached bone look. Yeah, or I like doing a lot of puns, and actually, I have a friend who hates all puns. So of course, armed with this knowledge, I do the only responsible thing that I can do, and put puns on his wall on Facebook. Like one that I put on his timeline the other day. I was pretty proud of it. Was man was delighted when he came home to find out that all of his lamps had been stolen. Aw, Muse, do you not like puns either? Because now's the time to tell me this. You know, and since Kiko's here, I could either say Abaddon or Abaddon Black. I can never remember which one he hates the worst. Okay. Yeah, I've heard both sayings of Abaddon or Abaddon. Yeah, that Abaddon, he's Abaddon. Yeah, that there Abaddon is Abaddon. All right. Okay, what do you guys think? How do the bones look there? Bleached and sun dried? A bad one. Abaddon, right? All right. Okay, and one other thing that I still have to do is there. You guys aren't going to be able to see it too well, but there are fangs on this snake, and this might be some magnifying glass work. Thank you. And then let's see. Do I give the snake jade eyes? Just for a flair. Yeah, kind of because of all my years of painting space wolves. Because they have a lot of wolf skulls and bones and stuff like that. Got really good at painting bone. And actually, still, one of my earlier minis. Here's one of the early Ulrich the Slayer models. And I am still very proud of how the bones all turned out on both his helmet, pauldrons, and whatnot. Just about, Sojian, just about. Yes, I'm. The only time I actually lick my brush is to kind of help get the point back on it. Okay, I actually will. Alright. Sorry that I'm going to blind everyone here by putting this here, but I kind of need. Stand still. Hey, you know what? I should have painted the inside of the mouth like a pinkish color. Actually, let's do a Google search on black asps. Oh, well, I will not do Jade Eyes, Sam I Am, because most of them, their eyes are pure black. Black asp snake. Well, I just learned a thing about the black mambas. They got their name because the inside of their mouths are black. So, you all learned something too. Whether you liked it or not, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what? I might just go lazy and leave the inside of the mouth black. I will remind you daily now, Dr. Irrefutable. But I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I got the Snickety Snake's fangy fangs. His chim chompers. Well, you learned, Ty, that I didn't know that. So that's what you learned. You learned that I learned something today. Alright, well, honestly, we are at the hour mark, and I think I'm done. I'm going to send a picture off to my buddy once the stream is done, just to see what he thinks. And then, yeah, my Tharivol and Friends 3, Tharivol Harder, may be done. Actually, I'm going to touch up something quick on his boots, on his zapotas. I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to probably have to use the pokey tool. One more moix for the road for everybody to keep things moist. And my poke, there you go. As he moistily moisted. Yeah, I mean, he's been digging the final steps here lately. I done going to touch something up. Yeah, and the thing is I was gonna tag Tharivol in this too, but I can never remember his actual Twitter handle. I always have to just kind of start typing it out, and then it'll fill it out automatically for me. So I at least use the hashtag Tharivol and Friends because I remember how to spell that. I know it's like T Gandalel or something like that. All right. Well, I will probably call this done. Unless he says he wants something else different. So, cool. At least yeah, got it done. And hey, Muse, you were almost done. Just if you'd had, like you said, 8 more minutes, you could have gotten it done. So yeah, here's another final spin. Oh yeah, yeah. My camera doesn't do it justice right now. Yeah, pictures will definitely be forthcoming. Henceforth, furthermore, ergo, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, with that, I will probably call it a night, guys. So, thank you so much for the raid, both Muse and Mini Arcanist. I greatly appreciate it. It was great seeing you again, Mini Arcanist. Well, here. Cheers to that. Yeah, everybody else have a great night. Thank you for swinging by. And just remember to keep painting.